Okay, let's start. So,
Okay.
our today's agenda is something like that. Um, this is going to be the last class for Python after this session. Python using object-oriented programming concept. Okay. So, what we will do today? Last day we saw some GUI concept, na? Developing
Mm.
GUI interfaces using Tkinter
Mm.
package or module in Python. Okay,
Yes.
so we had not yet completed that PPT.
Mm.
So what today we will do? We will design and say user data entry form live in front of you
Mm-hmm.
form, and using that form we will send data to database.
Database.
So in that way,
Mm.
we will coming to know the interfacing with database. And for database, we are using MySQL here. Okay, and we also do the reverse step. That means uh, we will,
Fetching.
yeah, we will fetch the data from the database and display in GUI. Okay,
GI.
using Tkinter. So these all things we have planned to do for today. Thus, we will
Okay.
end this session. Okay, let's see
Mm.
whether we can complete the task. Okay, so uh, first of all, we need to set some environment because we want to connect to database. Okay, so for database, so this is my PPT. Okay, for MySQL database. So first of all, you need to have the MySQL package into your environment for Python.
Mm.
Okay. If you do not have MySQL package, especially we need this module MySQL. Sorry, this one. This one we will need MySQL.connector. Okay.
Connector.
So
Okay.
connecting with database using Python is the easiest thing. In fact, okay, it's very easy. Okay, just 2 or 3 steps. You can
Okay.
easily send the data to the um, uh, database, and you can get the data back from the database. Even it is shorter than the PHP. Okay, what
Mm-hmm.
we have learned in our respective
PHP.
web tech class. Okay,
Mm.
so MySQL connector is the package you must module you must need in your environment. If you do not have the MySQL connector package, then you have to install. Just like Tkinter, you have to install it. So I hope
Mm-hmm.
in my this machine do not have this MySQL
Connector.
connector. I will check it up. Okay,
Mm.
if it is not installed, then we will install live in front of you. Okay.
Okay.
Next, what you have to do after connecting, see in this PPT, everything is been collected by me, so you can get a quick read of this PPT later. Okay, see
Mm-hmm.
here, I'm just quickly giving you an idea. So when you have installed the MySQL connector, okay, MySQL package, okay, then you can import straightforward this one. Okay, after importing this, you need a object connection object. How can you create the
Mm.
connection object? MySQL.connector.connect. Okay, so
Okay.
inside that function you have to pass these parameters. Now what are these parameters? These parameters, you can remember, these are the same parameters that you used to connect with MySQL using PHP. This is the username
Mm.
of the respective database, and
Password.
the password. This is the host name. Host name will be a local host, or you can give the IP
URL.
in case of, yeah, URL in case of your network database. And this is the database name. Okay, so if you provide this information correct, then a connection object will be established. Okay, that means a
Mhm.
connection to the database with the Python has been created. Now, using this con, we will we can do the rest of the stuff. And what are the rest of the stuff? Those are very simple. See, so this is the first step. This is the second step. Importing MySQL connector is the first step. Creating a connection object is the second step. Next, uh, so this is an example. So
Mhm.
next, the important fact is you have to create a MySQL cursor. Cursor is an object in Python. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is provided by the MySQL org itself. Okay, so they are
Mhm.
providing this object to deal with their database. Okay, so you have to create a MySQL cursor object. And how to create the MySQL cursor object? This is the way how you can create MySQL cursor object. You can go with this or this. Okay, I am taking this example. Okay, so what is the syntax?
Mm.
MySQL dot connector dot
And
connect.
dot
So this
connected.
is actually creating the connection object. After that, focus on this line using the con object. Okay, using the con object, con dot cursor will give you the cursor object. So I am giving name as dv
Mhm.
cursor. Okay, the same thing. Okay,
Mhm.
so this con object we have already created in this step, second step. Okay, so this is your first step, this is
Mm.
your second step, and the third step is creating a cursor, and this is the third step. Okay, creating a cursor, right? After
Mm.
creating a cursor, what you have to do, you have to give the SQL statement, respective SQL statement, whatever SQL statement. It may be a fetch statement, it may be a insert, it may be delete, update, all the DML statements and even DDL statement you can just put inside this function, execute. Now this execute function is a method under this cursor object. Okay, so you
Okay.
use this dv cursor here, dv cursor dot execute, and inside that function you have to pass your SQL query like select star from dash, okay, or insert into table, okay, or create table.
Mhm.
Any statement you can pass here, so it will execute, right? So this will be your fourth step.
Okay.
This will be your fourth step. Okay. Now, if this statement is a insert statement, means insert, update, or delete, okay,
Mm.
then you do not have to do anything else after that. Okay, if it's a insert statement or update statement or delete statement or create table, okay, alter table. So if these are the statement, means statements other than select. Okay, fetching statement, that select statement. Statement other than select, if you provide this statement, so after this statement, you just have to do one more statement, one more command, that is your this one, closing the connection, con dot close.
Okay. Always
Now,
closing.
as soon as you close the connection, all the effects will be put into the database. Otherwise, it will not.
Mm.
Okay. So this I
Mhm.
can mark as fifth statement. If the
Mm.
SQL query is not select. Okay. Now, if your SQL query is select, that means you are fetching the data, then what you have to do, you will get a set. You remember, set means result set. Okay. You will get
Mm.
a result set as a result of execution of this function. Okay, so you have to utilize this result set to get each and every data from the respective table. How, we will see in our live example, but see here, all these things have been given. Okay, so how to insert, see here, how to insert
Mhm.
table, delete table, everything is there. Select. Okay, see, this is the way how you can select. See here, see here, db cursor,
Mhm.
con dot cursor, fine. Then you are taking a string variable select star from student, you can directly put this string here. Okay, So dvcursor dot execute, within bracket you are passing the SQL query, and what you are doing here, see here, this is the fifth statement. If your SQL query is a select type,
Result is not.
dvcursor dot fetch one, you can give three different query, three different functions. See here, you can give fetch all, you can give fetch
Mm,
one, you can give fetch many. Fetch all will return all the records from the table. Fine.
mm.
Fetch one will return
One single record.
one record. Next record means next record, one after
Mm,
another. This will give you the records. Fetch many, you can
mm,
specify how many records you want to fetch at a time, right?
mm,
So usually we will use fetch all. We will get all the records from the table at once. Then we will iterate over the result set. Okay.
mm,
So this is the fifth step if your SQL statement is a select statement. Okay.
mm,
Then once you get the result in this variable, this is your result set. This is I am calling as result set. It contains all the
mm.
records from the database. Okay. Now, if you want to perform some printing operations or some other operations, searching operation that you can easily do over this result set, simply here just I print the result set, so it will print the output as this tuple. Okay, all the records will be fetched from the table as tuples, set of tuples. So it is going to be a set of tuples like that. See here, here I have used fetch many, and we give size is 3. So it is fetching three consecutive tuples, three consecutive records, and return them as tuples. Okay,
Mm.
got it. So this is
Got it.
going to be the fifth step, and if it is the fifth step, then this will going to be your sixth step, con dot close. After that, you have to give con dot close. So this step is going to be the fifth step if your SQL query is not select query.
Not a select.
And if it is a select query, so in between, before closing, you have to get the result by using any of this function, fetch or fetch all, fetch one, or fetch many.
Fetch
Okay,
when.
this. So this is all about database connection. Okay,
Mm.
it's very simple. Okay, now let me quickly check whether my machine contains the uh,
Connector, SQL connector.
MySQL connector or not. Okay, CMD. So, okay, ideally, ideally, import MySQL dot connector. No, it is not there. So I have to install
Mm.
it. How to install it? You have to
So,
give the pip command,
type
right?
it. Mm.
Directly you can use pip command. Pip install
SQL connector.
MySQL hyphen connector hyphen Python. This is the package name actually. Okay. See, it has been installed now. Okay, successfully installed. Okay, now quickly
Mm.
check this one.
Port.
Okay, so there is no error now. That means MySQL connector has been imported. Okay, so
Mm.
we are closing these things out. Next, what we will do, we will open our VS Code. Inside VS Code, we have our earlier projects. So we remove this folder and add a new folder. Current folder for today is your 24, this one. Fine. Okay, so let's quickly create a file. So now what we will do, we will try to design the interface. Okay,
Mm.
so what kind of design we can take?
One form, registration form,
Just like something like that.
rectangle box,
Say we are
one
going
window,
to, okay, first of all, what type of data table we are going to insert? Okay, say we are taking a table called employee. Okay, and an employee will have, say, first name,
employee
last
ID,
name, first name, last name. Okay, we can give employee ID. So first name, last name, and then
salary department,
salary department. Okay, we are taking something like title or salary. Okay,
mm,
title. We are giving title and then salary. Okay,
mm,
so this will be our table structure. Okay, so what we
mm,
are doing, we first create this table. Okay, in MySQL. So
mm,
how to go to MySQL? First of all, what we have to do, you remember, go to XAMPP control panel, right?
mm. Start the attack,
Hmm.
MySQL,
Start the Apache and MySQL services. Apache is green, it is waiting. Okay, just go to your localhost, go to phpMyAdmin, and we are creating a database, fresh database, no problem. So database, coming to database, give the database name. Say testdb is going to be our database. Okay. So
mm,
create. So testdb is there. So inside testdb, you are creating a table, say emp table.
table,
The four columns will be there. So what are the four columns? Say f name
ID, mm,
and l name and
title,
title
salary,
and salary. So except salary, all will be your varchar,
varchar,
and we are giving some values to it. The length, okay,
mm,
maybe 50. Okay, so arbitrary, I am just giving the length. Okay, so just
mm,
save it. So we have saved. See here. So this is the
mm,
database. Inside the database, you have this table, and if you click this table, you can get the structure from here. Structure, you are
mm,
getting the structure. Now, one more stuff you remain over here. That is, you have to create a username. You remember, you have to create a
mm,
username to get access to this database. Okay. So how to
mm,
create a username? So select the database, then go to the privilege one, this tab. Inside this privilege, you add an user account here. See here, this is
mm,
add user account. Clicking on this add user account, give the name of the user. Say
mm,
the name is your, say, Madhu. Okay,
mm,
username, host name is giving, say, localhost. Okay, so you can select the localhost from here,
mm,
local. Then password I am giving, say, 1 2 3 4 5 6, maybe ABCD 1 2 3 4 5,
mm,
ABCD 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so these are going to be the credentials. We have to remember this. So username is Madhu.
mm.
Just a minute.
Okay.
হ্যালো, ওই ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ তো অনেকগুলো ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ আছে ওর মধ্যে। হ্যাঁ 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 হ্যাঁ, পারবো পারবো স্যার। হুম, আচ্ছা 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 আচ্ছা, আমি আপনাকে কালকের মধ্যে পাঠিয়ে দেবো। হুম, আচ্ছা আচ্ছা স্যার। হুম, আচ্ছা। হুম হুম, আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে স্যার। হুম, ওকে স্যার। হুম 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 হুম। ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে স্যার, নো প্রবলেম। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি কালকের মধ্যে পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি। হ্যালো।
Ah,
Okay. So these are the things, these credentials we have to remember. So it is Madhu,
Madhu,
host is
ABCD,
local host, ABC 12345. Na? It was given.
ABCD
ABCD.
or ABC.
ABCD 12345. Okay.
Mm,
ABCD 12345. If this goes wrong, then the database will not be connected. So we are giving all kinds of privilege. So check all and then just click OK. So this has been created. Okay. So
mm,
using this credential, we can now connect to this
Database.
table. Okay. So we can check it quickly. We need it. So going to IDLE, using IDLE. So how can we check it? You have to first import MySQL dot
Dot
connector. Okay.
dot
After that, you have to create a connection. So con is equal to MySQL dot
MySQL dot connector
connector dot
dot
connect.
con
Then you have to give username under this named parameter. Username is what?
Madhu
Madhu.
Madhu
Then password. Na?
mm,
Password is equal to given A B C D one two
ABCD
three four
one
five.
two mm,
Then host was
host
your
localhost
local host. Then your database is equal to what was testdb.
HDB.
Testdb. Okay. Now, if we press enter, if there is no error, then
It should connect
it should connect. So there is no error. That means database has been connected
credentials are
successfully.
connected.
Okay. Now here quickly, as we have come across so far, so we can restart the again and update. Okay, so you can get a cursor like that. Say dbc is equal to con dot cursor,
Okay.
right? So dbc is your cursor. Okay. Now using dbc, okay, dot
Um,
what execute. Okay. Say you are creating a query, inserting insert into
into
emp
EMP
values. So you remember what are the values?
give ID
First was fname, na?
first F name
So
L
I'm giving
name
fname as A, lname
L
as
name
BBB, then title
title
as CC, and then salary something like
salary.
that. Okay,
Mm,
let's see what happened. It has already been executed. So can you see the record in the database?
mm,
So
mm,
just check there, go to the test DB, go inside the EMP. We do not get the record. Why? Because we do not close the connection or do it, the
did
record
it
is
or
not
close.
committed. Okay.
Mm,
So we can if we do not want to create any more data, then we can just write con dot close. It will automatically commit the database, commit the transaction, and
mhm.
put the record inside the database. So it is not coming.
Close spelling. Correct,
So
correct,
yes,
correct.
con dot close. It's okay. Con dot close. Just a minute. Okay. Again, we are creating the command.
Mm,
After that, creating a cursor. After that, executing the query. Okay, then we can on dot commit.
mm,
Okay. So if we give con.commit, then we can use con.close since we do not use connection anymore. Now you are getting the data. Commit. You have to give the commit. Okay.
Commit. Mm.
So this way you can easily connect to the MySQL database using Python, MySQL connector and get the data.
Mm.
Similarly, you can fetch the data from the database also. Okay. But that we will see
Okay.
in our design. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this was our MySQL part we have completed. After that, what we will do, we will create an interface to represent to take input for these fields.
Mm.
So for that purpose, we need a text box.
Four boxes.
Okay, four
Four text.
boxes, right?
Mm.
Text box for F name,
L
like
name.
that, title and salary.
Salary.
So for these four boxes, we need some labels, na? Say F name,
Mm.
L name, title, and salary. Okay. After that,
Mm.
we must have some buttons.
Submit
Okay,
button.
submit button. So by clicking the submit button, the data will send to this table. Okay, but
Mm.
to show you the use of this checkbox, we can get some confirm box here. Okay, so if
Mm.
user click check this checkbox, then only the data will be sent. Otherwise, the data will not be sent. Okay.
Mm.
So this one we will try to implement. After that, to show the data in the uh, using Python interface, so we can create a table like that. Okay, that will
Mm.
display all the records from the database. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
these two things we are going to implement. We will try to implement right now.
GUI.
Okay, using
Mm.
GUI. So let's quickly move into the this section. So creating a file. So say emp data entry.py. So I'm giving this name. Okay.
Mm.
So here we will do the designing part for the user interface. It may be a lengthy one, but I will try to give a legitimate pause between. If you are not
Mm.
understanding any one of you, then you can interrupt me and ask me. Okay.
Okay.
First, we need to import the Tkinter package, right?
Mm.
So we will import like that from Tkinter import
Start.
everything.
Mm.
Okay. Please try to see check whether I made any typing mistake or not. Okay. If it
Mm.
is so, then please tell me. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So from Tkinter, we have to import the TTK package also. Okay. TTK module.
Okay.
And for MySQL part, import MySQL dot connector. Okay,
Connector.
right. So these are the things, packages and modules we need. So we have imported all. After that, what we will do? We will do window. We have to create a tkinter window. So what
Window.
is the
Mm.
syntax? We have to call the constructor tk.
Tkinter.
Okay. Then give
Mm.
a title. Okay. emp data entry. Okay.
Mm.
Right. Then then what we can do? Okay, here we have to explain that how to design it. We will use framing. Just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Say this is the window. Okay, window
Mm.
object we have just created. Inside that window, we will create two frames. So one frame will
Mm.
contain these things.
Mm.
The second frame will contain this part,
Mm.
and maybe this we can also put under a frame, or we can keep it as it is. Okay, so
Us.
frame
Okay.
is a container which will hold these objects.
mm,
and this frame is going to be packed or placed inside the window. Okay,
mm,
so to do that, I am taking a main frame. Okay, frame. Now, what is the syntax for getting frame? Frame. Okay,
mm,
I have to put this frame inside the window. Okay,
mm.
I hope you remember last
Yes,
class,
yes,
from last class, how
yes,
to
yes.
create the controls. Okay, so this is the syntax, just like buttons and labels we created and attached it to the main window. So frame is also a element we have created using the constructor and
Written
attached it
for
to the window. Okay,
window.
so
Mm,
you have to make it visible. That's why
mm,
give back. I'm taking
mm.
back, right? After that, uh, I am creating another frame. Okay, this is going
Oh,
to be a main frame. Inside that main frame, we will create those separate frames. Okay,
okay, two subframes.
huh. So first frame I am giving name as employee information frame. So
Mm.
emp say info frame is equal to uh, what kind of
F name.
frame we can take. This is a simple frame, and we can
Mm,
take some other frame like that. You have noticed maybe somewhere, so some frames are like that. So here some text is there, and after that a frame. Okay, do you have noticed
mm.
such kind of
Yes,
frame?
yes,
Say data
yes, yes.
entry, data entry, then this frame. So this type of frame in Tkinter we have called level frame. Okay,
Mm.
level frame. See here, level frame. So this level frame I have to attach. I want to attach it with the main frame. Okay,
Main window.
and I'm giving the text as employee info. Okay, now I'm giving some padx value, say 20 pixel.
Mm.
Say again this help 20 pixel and pad y. Now what is pad x and pad y? These are for designing
Yes, the
purpose.
distance.
Probably
Mm.
uh,
To
you can
separate
match
the
it with
frames.
the css properties. Okay,
Yes.
it will put some gap. Okay,
Mm.
so pad x and pad y are there, and this frame, this employee info frame, I am using grid. Okay, grid manager.
Mm.
So employee info frame is going to be put inside grid. Okay, at column 0 and row equal to
Two,
0.
zero.
Got it? Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So window window dot main loop is to be there.
To
Now we
display
will
continuously.
run this right
Mm.
now. So we will see how far it has been showing. See here,
Created.
this is run button. So we can run the application. See here, this is our small little window. Inside that, if I can hold C. Okay, we are not able to see anything. As we will put the content inside it, we will
It would
going
have
to
been
see
overlap.
the
Mm.
other things. Okay. Okay. So employee frame is there. Employee info frame. We have to remember these things. Now we are creating a level. Say
Mm.
mm, text employee
F
info pad
name.
x pad y. Say level say L1. L1 is
Mm.
equal to
F name.
level. This is going to be inside employee info frame. Now, this
Mm.
is going to be set inside employee info frame. And the text I'm giving enter first name.
First name.
Okay. And we are placing this. L1 at grid position column
Mm.
column. Spelling mistake will not give you
Column
the
will be
things.
0.
Row is
Mm.
equal to 0. So at 0 0 position in EMP info frame, this level will be placed.
Mm.
Got it?
Mm. We want it like that. Three more.
Yeah. If you run this, so you can get, now you can see, now you can see this is the level frame now.
Mm.
Okay, this is the level frame and this is the first level. This is level frame. So this is the complete window. Inside that you have another frame, that is main frame. Inside
Mm.
main frame we will have this employee info frame.
EMP.
This is a
EMP
level
frame.
frame.
Within that,
Hmm.
context is there.
So in the same way we will have three more, right? Three more
Mm.
level. But under this, what I am going to do, I am going to take the input box. Say E1 is equal to entry. You remember entry is the name. So it, I am going to place this under column is equal to column 0, sorry, column, right, column 0,
Row
row
should be
is equal to
changed.
1. Okay.
Mm.
So what will happen?
Below that, it will create.
I'm extremely sorry. This is entry. It should be emp info
I
form.
container.
Then text, you do not have to give any text for the entry.
Input entry.
And e1 dot grid, it's simple,
Mm.
column, it will be a zeroth column and row will be your
Row will
1.
be 1.
Okay, let's check. See here, this will be the structure. So this type of combination we will have three more just beside it. Okay, so enter first name, enter last name, enter, just like that. Okay, got it?
Mm. Yes, yes.
So what we can do, we can copy the thing
Copy
and
this.
change
Label
the
to
name. So just you have to erase it, rel2 to entry2, entry2,
changing
and
the row and column.
right, enter
Column will be same.
last, row will be same, column will be changed, huh? This will be
Column
at
will be
column 1
changed.
position and this will also be at column 1 position. Let's check it out. See here. Okay,
Mm.
you got it right now.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
so two more.
Now 3 and 4.
So just this will be 3, this will be 4. So just change it 3, 3, 3,
Column
3.
should be 2.
Column should be 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. Enter title, na? Sorry,
Text should be
title,
changed.
and
Salary, this one type.
this one will be 4,
Mm. Type
4,
salary.
4,
Column
4.
is B.
Column is your 3, 3.
Title should be
Enter
salary.
salary.
Text should be. Mm.
Let's check. See how simple it is. So these are the things.
Mm.
Okay. Tell me, up to this, is it okay?
Mm. Why it is coming to that? It seems to be center because the frame is not. It is going to take the text length. Huh?
Yeah, it is going to take the text length. We can arrange it.
Dynamically.
Okay, we can arrange
Uh-huh.
it. Okay, we will arrange it. See, soon we will arrange it a little bit. But for more arrangement, you have to learn the grid and the that frame management part. You have to understand that thing, or you have to read that options uh,
Mhm.
in depth. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, next, what we can do, we can,
Do one
okay,
more
this
frame for
salary,
submit.
I'm just changing a little bit. So it is a simple entry now. So I'm
Mm.
changing it to something called, say, there is another thing, spin box. Okay.
Okay.
So for spin box, what it is, it will, you can set a range.
Okay.
Okay. So I am giving range. So from,
Okay.
you have to give the underscore. Okay, from,
Mm.
say, salary, minimum salary is 10,000,
Mm.
and maximum salary, you can set maximum salary to maybe anything, say 100,010,000, 1 lakh. It
Mm.
is 1 lakh na.
Mm. Mm.
Okay.
5 zeros are there.
Okay, so this is going to be, I'm taking this as s e4. Okay, let it be e4, entry 4.
Mm.
Great, good, good. Check it out. This will be something like that.
Mm.
Okay, this is called spin box in Tkinter package. Okay,
Mhm.
you can also write your own value like that.
Value.
Okay,
Okay.
but the minimum and maximum should be matched. I make it
Mm.
minimum as 1,000. Okay. Okay, fine. So all
Mm.
the points have been mentioned here, means all the items have been put into the frame. And now what I will do, say, I have to make a
Create
pad,
one more.
means see, all the controls have been means attached together, na? They have been
Mm.
stick together. So I want to
Padding.
put some pad inside it. So by
Mm.
using individual pad option here, okay, we
Mm.
can do that thing. But also there is a shortcut process, say, for widget, say w, in for all widget, huh?
Mm.
In emp info form dot w info children, where it is, this one. Okay, so it will take all the elements inside that particular frame. Okay,
Mhm.
and it will set the padding by using
Mhm.
grid underscore configure. So pad x is, I'm giving 10, and pad y I'm giving also 10. So what it will do, it will set the pad x and pad y value for all the components under this frame.
Mm.
So, so you see, check it. So every component under this frame, this level frame,
Mm.
has been inserted with pad x and pad y value. Okay.
Mm.
So this will make your work shorter, because otherwise you have to give the padx and
For
pady value
every
for every
label.
component. Okay. Anyway,
Mm.
so that is one thing that I included here. After that,
Mhm.
we will put some other frame. So this is your conform frame. So the next one.
Mm.
Okay. So that will be again a level frame,
Inside a
and that level
window.
frame is going to be put inside main frame, right?
Mm.
And the text will be, say,
Confirm.
confirm save. Okay, and this confirm need to be placed inside the grid. Okay, say column 0, and row is equal to
One.
1. Good.
Ah.
And
Pad.
okay, fine, just save it and see what it will. Okay, you are not going to see anything because we do not put any content inside that frame.
Content.
so you are not going to see that frame. Okay, so once we put the content, once we put the checkbox inside it, so you will the item will be visible. Okay, so let's create a confirmation box, say another
L5.
level, say
Mm.
L5 na, it will be L5.
Mm.
So
Yes,
L5 is
L5 is
equal
the
to level,
label 5.
say it will be under confirm frame,
Confirm frame.
and giving text equal to
So
say
submit. Sub
confirm,
confirm or sub. Mm.
confirm, and
E5.
it should be placed L5 dot
E5.
nee, is you have to set the grid for this one na?
Okay. Mm.
L5 dot grid, so it will be LUMN is equal to, column will be your 0,
0.
row
Row
will be
will
your 0,
0.
row will be your 0. Okay,
Mm.
so just check now, see here, this
Mm.
thing, this confirms have been appeared.
Mm.
Okay, so we have to add the checkbox here. So what will be the coding for the checkbox? Say C,
Else.
for checkbox we are taking, say C. Okay, C equal to,
Mm.
for checkbox C is equal to uh,
Lab. Once again, label
CHK
only, no?
confirm.
Mm.
Variable name C, I do not like that kind of variable name. Okay, there is no
Mm.
semantic in that kind of
Mm.
variable name, so it is always preferable to give variable names in this way. Chk confirm is equal to chk check button. This is the constructor, and you have to put this thing under the
Confirm frame.
confirm frame and give some text. This text will appear just beside the checkbox. Okay,
Mm.
confirm to save to database. Okay, now
Mm.
two more things you have to give over here, not two,
Back.
actually three. What are the three things that I will tell you, but just add these things first. Say chk confirm dot,
Dot
again
grid.
grade column is equal to, it should be placed at 0 column
Same means a
row.
column. Row. Column should be changed, no? If you
It
want
will
it
come just
side
beneath
by.
it,
Okay. I
row
use side.
1. Okay,
Mm.
just check.
Mm.
We can change the design at any time. See here, just like that.
Okay.
Okay, is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we can check it and uncheck it, but to get the
Mm.
value from the checkbox, whether user have been checked, has checked the box or not checked,
Ah.
that you have to put inside a variable. Okay, so to
Mm.
uh,
Capture the value.
so to capture the value of user choice, what you have to do, see here carefully, this is the checkbox. Okay,
Mm.
this is the checkbox, right?
Mm.
Now before checkbox you need a variable, say confirm, say var. Okay,
Mm.
confirm var, you need to store the value, you need to declare this variable according to tkinter's type of variable. Tkinter
Mm.
have something like that, say string var. Okay, now what is
Mm.
string var? You can have other int var, int var. Okay,
Okay.
so these are some functions that is given by the
Mm-hmm.
tkinter package. Okay, it is basically used to store the value. Okay, so
Mm.
suppose if I put the values against this checkbox as integer, so I have to declare this variable as int var.
Mm.
I am intending to take the value as true false. Okay,
Mm. So
so
boolean.
so I am taking string var. I am declaring the type of this variable string var.
Mm.
That means I am telling that this variable is going to store the string values. Okay,
Value.
so how to you have to now you have to attach this variable with this checkbox. So how to do that?
Mm.
See here, after this thing you need to mention one argument, say variable, and you have to give the name of the variable. So what is the name of the variable? Confirm
Confirm
var.
from F. Mm.
Confirm var is the name of the variable. After that, two more things you have to give. You have to give on value. There is another
Mm.
thing, on value. Say I'm giving on value is t, and off value
Of value F.
is x. See, on value and off value I am setting it as string. Okay, that's why I am taking this variable as string var. If I put this on
We
value
can
and off value as
mm,
integer, like that, if I give
1 and 2.
1 and 0, then I have to declare this as string var. In place of string var, we have to declare it as int var. Right?
Int var. Mm.
Is it okay?
Yes. Do we have anything as boolean to take true or
Yeah, we will
false?
have. Okay. True, false. If we give here as true, then we can declare as uh,
Boolean var.
maybe
Mhm.
control R. Oh, sorry. Okay. We can check it here. Boolean var. You got it? See, Boolean var.
Mm.
Okay. So up to this, you are clear.
Mm.
Okay. Now, when we click on the check button, that value, this value,
Will be
will be stored
captured in
inside this variable. Okay.
confirm var. Mm.
Okay. Let quickly check our design. This is our design. Okay. We can arrange the frames more precisely and more nicely. But that will take
Mm.
only the time. Okay.
Mm.
We do not have so much of time.
Yes.
So we are not going to make the things nice. We are focusing on the uh, working part. So confirm fem. Confirm fem grid sticky is equal to news. You remember that?
Mm.
So at least we can do these things. Say
Mm.
sticky.
It will
When you put
extend
sticky, so news, it is not news, it is northeast, west, south. You remember, na? Northeast.
mm,
Okay. So it will expand the whole frame accordingly, means
to
not
the
in
first
every
frame.
direction. Okay. So it now looks
Yeah,
good.
neat. Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Next, what we can do, the last thing, we have to add the check button, right?
Mm.
So we can add the check button inside this frame. We create not check
CH
button, we have to put the
submit
button,
button.
submit button.
Mm.
We have to put the submit button. So where we can put the submit button, we can put the submit button here.
Mm.
Okay, let's b is
L6.
equal to btn is equal to,
Mm.
say, button will be inside mainframe. Okay, I'm not putting it inside the other frames.
In
Okay,
mm.
say
Employee
text
info frame, EMP info frame,
save.
and the confirmation frame.
Then what we have to give, if you remember, we have to give the command. Okay, that will be the function name. Okay,
Function name.
save data, maybe the function name. Okay,
Mm.
that's all. Now we have to define the save data function for this. So
Mm.
def
Save data.
save data, this will be the
Mm.
function, and
Mm.
here we have to write the function. Okay, fine,
Mm.
you got it. Up to this we have done it in our last class. So just quickly run the thing again. See here we have this. Where is the button? Okay, button, we did not attach the
Close
button with the
button
manager.
to the frame. to the
Sorry,
main
btn dot breed.
grid
So it will
column.
be column is equal to 0 row. How much row it will
Should
be?
be
It will be row
10
3.
we can give.
It will be row 3, not 2. No? So at 0th, there will be employee info frame. No? See
Mm.
here, at 0th row, this frame is there. Inside the main
Second one is confirm frame is there.
frame. So this is the 0th frame. This is the
Mm.
one frame. And this is going to be your
Second
second
frame.
frame, two frame. Actually, it is the third frame. Index is
Mm.
2. Okay.
Index is confirmation is second one
Yeah.
and save button.
So I put it here where it is. So row is 2. Okay. So we can make it background back back BACKGROUND. Background is equal to, say, I am green, and foreground FG. You can write
Mm.
background, you can write BG, you can write foreground,
Mm.
or you can write FG. We have told in our last class.
Last class.
White. So go there, and where is it? There is some problem. Background must be column span. Have I misspelled anything?
No,
Oh, where I put this thing? I have to put it
inside the
here.
grid
Now.
data has come. Mm.
Put it inside the button constructor. So when the button is constructed, that time that those properties will be set. Now
Okay.
you see, the
Mm.
button will look like this. Okay. So if we click this button, the action that we will decide here will be
Will be
executed.
saved in save data function.
Yeah, this save data function will be called whenever we
Mm.
click on that button. Now what we have to do here? We have to do all the SQL stuff to insert the data.
Mhm.
Got it? So we have already
Let's say
created the
connecting
part
to.
here.
Mm.
So we can just copy the things from here and paste it over here. Okay.
Mm.
So db stuffs. Let's do first what we have to do. Why this is showing this one? Expected indented. Okay. Since we did not put inside. Huh.
Close the
Uh-huh.
indentation
So first we have to create this connection, right?
connection.
So connection, copy, paste. I hope you understand. Copy.
Yes, yes.
Next we have to create the cursor, right? We have to create the
Mm.
cursor. Create the cursor. After that, what we have to do? We have to
To
do these two things. These things.
commit, to execute, commit and close.
I'm copying all the lines. This one. Okay.
Mm.
Now see, if I click this button, this command will be executed. So the
Mm.
same data will be inserted into the database. Okay.
Mm.
Connect though. Let's check whether the data are sent. We are able to send the data here. See here, currently we have one AAA,
One
BBB, and
record.
CCC. Na?
Mm.
So let's check. Just run it. And without
Form
putting
will
here
open.
anything, because
Mm.
it does not mean anything to put data here, just click the save button. One time, two time, three time. Close it and check here. See here. Three rows have been appeared. Are you getting the things?
Mm.
So we are able to send the data from Python interface, Python form to
To
our
the database,
MySQL
local
table.
host.
You got it?
Mm.
Now what we have to do, we have to just arrange this thing in such a way that whatever value has been entered in this form, that is that can be stored here, that can be sent here over here. Okay. So how to do that? Here we have to First, we have to fetch the data. So how can we fetch the data? So fname.
Fetch all,
Fname
fetch
is
one, fetch
put
many.
inside e1. Na? So sorry, e1 dot get. It is as simple as that. So you are going to get the value what user entered inside that first entry box. Okay. So lname is equal to e2 dot get, and your title is
Mm,
equal to e3 dot get,
yes.
and you have your salary
Mm,
is equal to e4
food
dot
dot get.
get. And that's all. Fine.
Mm,
E4 was the spinner. Na? What was the spinner name?
that is the
E4. Spin
salary
box
range.
is E4 salary. Okay.
If
So all data we have get over here. You got it. So
mm,
now you have to just pass these values into this SQL query. Now for that
mm,
purpose, what I am doing, I am just removing it from here. Okay. I am creating a variable say QRY is equal to, just put query here, and we are,
changing the value.
yeah. Mm, how to do that?
We can have the variable to be passed, or we can change the value.
Delete plus here fname. First is your fname, no?
Okay.
Here
Second one is L name.
that will be your L name. Here
Title plus
that will be your title,
title
and here
salary.
salary. Salary. You can use other process to create a dynamic query like that,
Mm,
but this is the simple one. Just write the query and replace the values by the variable
with
names.
the
Okay.
variable.
Now you have to pass this query string inside the execute command. Okay.
Mm,
So what it will do? This line will create the query dynamically with the value entered by the user, and this is executed by this. This is the
mm,
simple task. Now let's
okay.
run it. Hope everything is all right. Okay.
Mm,
Up to this it is
mm,
all right. Now we are entering some data. Say Madhurima, title, mess, say 20,000. So we have not established the functionality for this. So there is no meaning of clicking this thing. Okay. We will do
mm,
it. Just click the save button. Let's
mm.
see whether Madhurima's record has been entered here.
Updated.
See here.
It's done. Mm,
Okay.
mm,
Now in the same way, see I am taking another employee name.
mm,
So we can use the spinner from here,
mm.
or we can give the
Type
steps
the
over here
value.
also. Okay.
Okay.
So just save. I have clicked save button. Then I can
Mm,
change the value. Say save. In this way, just
mm,
I have entered two more records. Let's see. See, there are two more records entered. So this is a
mm,
data entry form
mm.
done in Python. You got it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now we can implement that checkbox. How to implement the checkbox? Checkbox. See
Get
here,
the data. Mm,
this is the DB stub, na? So
mm,
DB stub we will do when if that
check. Mm,
confirm var dot get. This is the variable. You remember, confirm var is the variable where
yes.
the T or F has
F.
been entered. Okay.
Mm,
So if it is
equal to equal
equal
to
to
P.
P, that means it is true. Then only we will
Mm.
do this stuff, right?
We'll do the remaining stuff.
That's all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If not else, okay, then what we can do? We can
You can display the
display the
message.
message box. Message box. I
Please
hope
check the.
message box. For message box, we have to import one more thing, na? From Tkinter
The
import message box. Okay,
message box.
message box dot
Mm,
show error.
show you. Mm,
Inside show error, uh,
you can give
you can give title error and what will be the text message.
please check the box.
Yes,
Something.
please take the
Confirm.
box. Okay,
Mm,
now you can also put a message box after successful
mm.
message box
Yeah,
dot
increase.
show info. Here you have to give show info, not the error
Mm,
one.
mm.
So title success. Okay,
Message
say one record inserted. Fine.
submitted. Okay, inserted.
Message.
For this
Message.
message equal to is not required. Okay. Mm,
So this is the thing that you have to do. Now it's complete. Okay, let's quickly
mm,
run it. See, now our software is completely ready. So we can insert Virat, Kohli, Mr. And if we do not
click this box.
enter, do not check this.
Trying to save.
Okay, then what will happen? This is called
Error
the
message.
message dot show error box. So for show
Mm,
error box, you will get this thing, this
mm. Red
red
button.
bindi. Okay, you will get
Okay.
this thing. Okay. So it will not be saved. Okay,
Until we
so
check.
where the program is actually going, the program is actually coming here. That's
Mm.
why it is coming here, because the confirm
Because
var is
if
not
is
getting the value t. Okay,
T,
now when it will get the value t, if we check
when we
this
check it.
thing, then it is getting the value t, and
Mm,
the record inserted button
mm.
show. See here, show info,
This is show
message
is
box dot show info will give you this icon. Okay,
mm,
so this record has been successfully
inserted.
placed. We hope. See, Virat Kohli is there. Got it?
Mm.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Tell me. So this is the complete action in order to design a interface, okay, data entry form using Tkinter package, Tkinter module in Python, and connecting to MySQL database.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
Okay. So we completed the first part. So
Yes.
the next part, let's see what we can do. We have 20 minutes of time left. Okay, so emp show data.py. So this is going to be our next phase.
Next the
Here
table.
we will
To
fetch the data. Okay, so
mm,
quickly import everything
mm.
from Tkinter import star.
You can copy from there only. No?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Sometimes I forgot some basic things. Okay, thank you.
No, no,
Okay,
it's not
let's
like
uh, let's do the next part. First, what we will do, we will connect to the database and fetch all the records from the database. Okay,
ah,
so connecting DB. So connecting DB that we also can copy from here. So this is the DB stuff, no? So
hmm,
connection, we are taking everything. Then we will
okay.
do the cut shut. So what are the things that we will keep here?
Change
First of all, we do not need this
query should
query.
be
This query, I am deleting the whole query. We do not need it.
needed.
Okay. We obviously we need we need cursor, and we need a
Hmm,
query. Now, what will be the
hmm.
query? This query
Choke
will be select star
select
from
select star
EMP. EMP is our table name, right? And we also do not need the commit
STMP
part.
or EM
Sorry,
STDB's database name, EMP's
database.
table name.
Yeah,
Okay.
database name is to be given here. Okay,
Hmm,
inside the connection means the connection to which database it will connect, that you have to specify. That's why you have to give the database name in the connect function.
uh,
Okay,
function.
now
Okay.
inside a database you will have multiple tables, so from which table you are going to execute the query, that you have to mention
Hmm,
here. Okay,
hmm,
so this is the thing that you have to do. Select star from EMP, and we do not need the commit part here because we are not
hmm.
going to save anything to the database.
Any
So
records to
commit
it.
is not required. We just read the database. Okay. Now we have
Hmm,
to use the fetch command. Okay.
hmm.
So we put the record in a variable result. Okay. And dbc dot fetch all.
Fetch all.
Fetch all. That's all. This is the simple thing. We have
Fetch
fetched all
everything.
the records from
All
the
the
database.
records. Hmm,
Okay. Now what we will do? We will create a table. Now for the table, we will use something called tree view. It's just like
hmm,
another element from Tkinter, but it is not
hmm,
inside the direct Tkinter package. It is inside the
hmm,
TTK package, which comes along with the
hmm.
Tkinter. Okay.
Okay.
So here we will give a note creating table.
Table.
Okay. So I'm taking an object, it's a tree, but we will use tree view. So ttk dot tree view. Inside the tree view, we will put, okay, we did not initialize the main window, right? We have not get the main window for this.
Ah,
So first of all, what we have to do, we have to take the window is equal to tk. Then window dot title, it is always better to give the title. Okay.
title.
All EMP data. Next, say another thing I am introducing here, window dot geometry.
Hmm,
Geometry. It will give you a region. Okay.
hmm.
Say 800 by 400. You are going to get a rectangle. Okay. 800
With
by
this dimension.
400. The initial window. Okay.
Hmm,
That has been set by this function. So we will put this thing inside the window.
hmm.
Now I am writing something column. Column is equal to how much column we have. How many columns?
Around 8 to 10, 8 to 12 we had.
F name, na?
Oh, columns or 4.
4. L name.
Hmm.
Next we
Records
have
per minute. Huh.
title.
Title.
Next
LS.
we have salary. So show is equal to, I think it is heading headings plural.
I think. Mm.
and height is equal to give 5 or say 10. Okay, so this is the initialization of the tree view. Now what is this one? This one is the window, the parent, in which the tree view is going to be displayed. Okay, next the
Mm.
column. So what will be the column of the tables? Basically using tree view we are creating a tabular display. Okay, so these are going to be the headings of the table. You got it?
Mm.
And this height is going to be the height of the table. I will demonstrate it. Okay, next coming to here, you have to set all the columns. Say tree dot column. Inside that column, you
See,
give hash one. This is your first
column.
column.
FN.
Say anchor. What
Mm.
is anchor? Center.
Linking href. Mm.
No, this thing will put the content alignment.
Okay, okay.
It will set the
Alignment.
alignment of the column. Okay, now you have to give tree dot heading. Inside heading, you have to mention this is my first heading, and what will be the text for the heading. Here you have to put the name,
Text.
first name. This one. You got it?
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Uh, let's just run it. This whether it is giving any error or not, we have to check.
Mm.
It
We
is
check
not
the
giving any
preview
error and it is not showing anything. Why it is not showing
because the
anything?
record is
Because
not
we
fetched.
did not put
Close
anything
that gap.
inside it. So to put something, say tree dot insert is the command. Inside that we have to pass like that. These are some specific
Mm.
format. Text
Mm-hmm.
is equal to one one time, and values will be your tuple.
Mm.
Say how many columns we have given. Okay, it will
Columns
give
is
some
4.
error. Anyway, I'm explaining it. Here, so this is the command tree dot insert. It will insert a record. Okay, which record it will insert? It will insert this record. Now, how many columns are there in this record? There are four
4.
columns. We have also mentioned that we will have four columns in our table, but we give
Mm.
only one column. So here there will be an error. Let's check the error first. It is not coming. No? It's not coming. It
Mm.
will come. So let's quickly copy
Insert
this thing.
another. Make it into 4.
Four. Okay. So we have to change this thing as two.
Last name
This will be
3.
three, and this
4.
will be our four. Four. Okay. So first
Next
name,
is equal to last name.
last name,
Title.
title,
Salary.
and salary. So there are four columns,
4 ending we are making.
right? Okay. Why we are not able to see this thing? Because we did not attach it
Close.
to. We did
Frame.
not mention any geometry manager for this tree. No. Tree dot. I'm just using simply pack. Okay.
Ah.
And we have not used the main loop also. Window dot
Window dot main loop.
that should be written very fast. Now you will see
Mhm.
one record. Okay. Just check. See here how it is looking. See here. So these are the values. Okay.
Mm.
Now we are putting the
The variable name
values
we
already we have
replacing.
collected from the database inside this result.
Mm,
Okay, if you remember that if you now print this result, okay, just I'm
mm,
just showing you. See here, I'm just printing this result,
mm.
but it will show you.
All the
Look here.
records, whatever is
Here
created.
you will get the records. Okay, in tuples. See here. Don't look at this one. See here. All the tuples, all the records are given as tuples. Now
Mm.
you also
1 second.
observe here. We have to pass a tuple as record in the value field for
Mm,
tree insert, right? So we can
mm,
easily pass these tuples by iterating over the result, and that we will do here for r in result. Okay, simply this is a loop. This loop will iterate over the result. Okay, this
mm,
whole list. Okay, over this whole list I am iterating this loop. So r is
mm,
going to be each individual tuple. The first time r will be this one. Okay, we
mm.
will pass r here. See here, r, just like that. So first time when the loop is iterating, R will be here, R will be this. So this record will be printed. Next time, in the next iteration, R will be this. In the next iteration, R will be this. In this way, this tree is going to be populated with all the records from the database. You got it?
Okay.
Completed, picked. See here all the values.
Mm.
Isn't that easy?
Yes.
If you go through the code and if you try to write of your own, then you will find it
Mm,
not so tough. Okay, it's very easy. Okay,
mm,
do one or two more things so that table look a bit better. That we can use something called, after doing this creating table, we can put some default style.
mhm.
Style is equal to, say it is the features of PTK style. Now we use style dot theme. Use
Mm.
that theme. There are different themes that you can easily Google. So one is your, this one. Okay. Mm, let's run it now. See how it looks. See, this is the theme. Okay, the headings are appeared in this fashion.
Mm.
So this is the way how you can create a table. See, the last record
Table.
is Virat Kohli. Okay. Now what I
Mm.
am doing, I am running the first program, or
A
first
program.
program. I will run it. Will insert.
One more
Say,
record.
say,
Rahul.
okay, Rahul. Rahul, obviously, Dravid. Title. He must be a doctor. Say confirm. Okay, just confirm
Mm.
and save. One record has been entered. Let's check by running this. We are not seeing it in database. If we run this program, then we are supposed to see the Rahul Dravid.
Correct.
See,
It is there.
this is the theme effect. Okay, com theme.
Mm-hmm. Which record we are selecting, it is getting
Yeah.
highlighted.
Okay. So this way you can quickly create a small software, data entry software, or you can do something in Python using Tkinter and
Mm-hmm.
obviously MySql package.
Mm-hmm.
So it is about to end the class. We are
Mm.
able to finish our agenda, na?
Yes, yes. It
Tell
was
me.
nice.
So I was uh, very much unsure whether I can complete it within this time, because The things are
Different and well. Uh,
not so means at the same time you have to write the code and you have to speak in such a way that you can understand also. I hope you can understand this, but obviously you have to go through these things
mm.
quite a few times. Okay, and you have
Yes,
to do
yes,
it of your own, then you will find
yes,
it easy. Otherwise it
correct.
will remain tough. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
you will think that you have to remember so many of things. No, no, no. The why I am taking this VS Code, because of this dot. You see, if I put dot, I do not have to
I
remember
will get.
anything. Just I have to remember close, so it will give. That's why apart from its all its disturbance, I am using this VS Code. Okay.
Mm.
So thank you to VS Code also. Otherwise, I have to type
Uh,
all the records. Okay.
yes, it would have been taken lots of time.
Okay. So okay, just stop the recording first. Then I will